blessings and welcome. And before we begin, I invite you to join me in taking a moment. If you can, put your hands on your heart. Take a step back. Pause. There is what A Course in Miracles would call our holiness, or the Holy Spirit. There is this beautiful, loving consciousness that can see us right where we are now in the dream, and also knows the truth, the divine truth. And when we step back and let go of thinking we know anything, let go of our attachment to the past, and we consciously ask for the truth, we can open up a channel to allow the Holy Spirit, our holiness, to light the path in the way that we can follow. We need do nothing but rest in God, rest our thoughts, rest ourselves from our problems, from everything we think we know, and allow this instant in time to be nothing other than an opportunity to awaken, a joining in love, in truth. And from that space, I say, hi, this is Cyndi. I love being here. And today, being inspired to address physical pain, to offer my understanding of physical pain from the standpoint of the Course, and then to allow the Holy Spirit to work through our neutral bodies to shift the dream we are experiencing to offer the opportunity to heal the part of the split mind that is projecting the physical pain. And I invite you to let go of trying to understand what I'm sharing, because that only comes from the ego. I invite you to simply put on the Buddha's beginner's mind, open to the possibility for a new way of seeing where you are. Okay, sorry, when we said that prayer in the joining, I momentarily found it a little difficult to speak. So, as I am viewing A Course in Miracles now, and whether you are a course student or you're just interested in doing things differently, if you are here with me now because you are experiencing physical pain and you're looking for relief, or just because you somehow found this page, I want to just take a few moments to offer an identification of what the body is, from the way I am experiencing A Course in Miracles in the present moment. And then I want us, basically, we can join in truth for a few minutes through the workbook lessons, invite our holiness to come in and heal the split mind that is creating the pain. I am here today in celebration of all the bodies in the dream that I connect with. And right now, so many of the people that have been showing up in my world have been experiencing some version of intense physical pain, enough pain that it distracts. And in so many ways, our life experience for these people are colored by the level of pain that appears to be being experienced in the moment. And the journey, the search for a relief of that pain is very much holding the pain intact. Physical pain is an experience that occurs only in the body. The Course teaches in the section in the workbook lesson that the body is something that the ego, so the part of the split mind that has as its function to keep us separate from the truth, that the ego imagined these bodies for the purpose of keeping us fenced in and separate from wholeness, health, abundance, joy, from the consistent divine peace that is our inheritance and is what we are in truth. The truth as taught through A Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles teaches that God's will for us is perfect happiness, that God, which is love, is also happiness, that love, which created us, is what we are, and that God's answer, when we ask for it and we step back and allow, is always a form of peace. God's answer always heals pain. All pain is healed, all misery replaced with joy. So the Course teaches that pain comes from fear, pain comes from the past, pain comes from the belief that we are a body separate from other bodies, and that the body is something that was imagined by the ego to keep us trapped in hell, so that we do not relax into the joyous truth of who we are. Man, those were a lot of words. And again, just breathe and allow and let go of attempting to understand. Rest the logical mind for just a few minutes. So this body that is experiencing physical pain was imagined into the dream by an ego whose goal it is to keep you separate from the truth of what you are. And you can with the decision that you hold in your mind. Repurpose the body that the ego made for use by your holiness to allow God's love to flow through you, extend from you, and touch your brothers in joining and in love and in light and in healing. You can, in this moment now, by your decision, repurpose the body that the ego made to keep you in hell, to be used to awaken into the truth of who you are. I invite you to take this breath, this eternal moment now, to ask yourself if that is what you choose. Do you choose in this moment now to repurpose the body, the physicality and everything that comes with it, to be used by your holiness for the awakening? Watch the answer. Be aware of the yes. Be aware of any resistance, any fear, any yeah buts, anything that even says, if only it were true. And know that any of this resistance, any of this fear, any the potential that your physical symptoms of pain may in this moment be increasing, and recognize the possibility that that is just the ego's attempt to use what it had used in the past, i.e. physical pain, as a way to continue to keep you separate from the truth. Cycle snowballs. The ego is saying, I've used the body to keep the dream of separation alive, and I do it through pain and limitation and drama. Right now, there is an invitation to dissolve that, to dissolve the dream, and the ego doesn't want that to happen, so the ego may, in this moment, in its attempt to attack and keep you separate, intensify the sensations. And if that is true, or if that is your current momentary experience, I want you to simply step back and stay with me and continue to breathe and watch and choose for an awareness of truth. Continue to breathe and watch and allow and recognize that everything you are experiencing in this moment is meaningless. Nothing you see in your mind's eye or with your physical eye in this moment right now has any meaning other than the meaning that you have given it. Continue to breathe and allow and watch and recognize that you are not understanding anything you see. That these thoughts that are bubbling up in your consciousness now, you don't understand. You're never upset for the reason you think. You get upset because you see something that isn't there. Because you're seeing only the past. Your mind gets preoccupied with past thoughts, and you are not seeing what is here right now. Your thoughts do not mean anything. Breathe. Watch, be aware of the sensations flowing in and around and through this body that the ego imagined as an attempt to keep you stuck in a dream of death, of pain, of suffering, that you have chosen by being here now to repurpose for the use of the Holy Spirit in the awakening from that dream. The meaningless thoughts that you have been seeing show you a meaningless world. My meaningless thoughts show me a meaningless world. I get upset when I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are the images that I have made. My thoughts are the images that I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. Be determined to see. Be determined to see things differently. What you are seeing when you are experiencing pain is a form of vengeance, and you can escape from the world you see by giving up all attack thoughts. You are not perceiving your own best interest. You do not understand what anything is for. Attack thoughts attack your invulnerability. Above all else, you want to see. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. I am not a victim of the world I see. I invented the world I see, and I can see things differently. I can see peace instead of this. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My holiness envelops everything I see. My holiness envelops the pain. My holiness blesses the world. There is nothing my holiness cannot do when it comes to the physical pain that I had been experiencing. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. My unloving thoughts about this physical body keep me in hell. My holiness is my salvation. I am blessed as a son of God. God goes with me wherever I go. God is my strength. Vision is his gift. God is my source. I cannot see without him. God is the strength with which I see. God is the source. God is the light with which I see. God is the mind in which I think. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the strength in which I trust. There is nothing to fear. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. I am sustained by the love of God. Rest. Just rest in God. Let all things be exactly as they are. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. Ask now to reach the truth. Rest in God and ask to reach the truth. I lose the world from all I thought it was. I will not value what is valueless. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is. Let me remember I am one with God. Breathe it in. You are in God, one with God. You are not a body. You are free. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Rest in God. Want the peace of God. All sickness is a defense against the truth. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. When you are healed, you are not healed alone. Heaven is a decision that we must make. Rest in God. Breathe it in. Allow yourself to breathe it in. Are you willing in this moment to make the decision for heaven? You need but call, and God will answer you. And God's answer is always a form of peace. In God's answer, all pain is healed, all misery is replaced with joy, all prison doors are open. Rest in God. Are you ready now to make the decision for heaven? The hush of heaven holds my heart today. No one can fail who asks to reach the truth. I rest in God. Allow yourself to be. Let all things be exactly as they are. Rest in God. Know that love, which is what created you, is what you are right now. Be there now. I am love with you.